If you have that commitment, if you have that mindset, you're on the path at the beginning to raising more money you could ever need. So here's the private money law of attraction. Here's the deal, my friends, and I've kind of already explained this, but private money is attracted to good deals and trustworthy investors. So just do that. Like, find good deals. Hopefully in today's market, sorry, my wholesaling buddies, like, good deals are not coming from wholesalers. You have to know how to market specifically for workforce type of housing, like ideally is what you're investing in. But you need to know how to find good deals, and you have to become a trustworthy investor. This is like laws of attraction, just like gravity. Like, this is gravity. It is a law. It is a law. It cannot be broken, right? So there's universal laws that are just true. Is the way the universe is. If you're a douchebag, right? And I'm sorry about that. This probably didn't sound right, but if you're like a crook and you're investing in crappy deals, do you think money's going to be attracted to you? Because it's not. Like, it's not. So you have to find good deals, and you need to be a trustworthy person, and money's going to be attracted to you, and it grows and it grows and it grows. My very first, listen to me right here and right now. This isn't a slide. This wasn't planned or anything like that. My very first lender in 2009 loaned about $50,000 on a little bitty hood house, right? Just a little bitty hood house. And her and her husband told me afterwards, like, didn't even really know if we hated the area, didn't really even know if we should trust you, but we did. And we like, seems like a pretty good guy. Let's take a little risk. So what happened? I performed. What did they do? They had more money. What did they do? They invested it. They got some more money. They invested it. Pulled some money out of the stock market, invested it with me. Had inheritance. A parent passed away. What did they do? They invested it with me. Their son inherited some money, invested with me. This is over the years. Their cousins invested their money with me. They had some properties. One of them had a real estate background. What did they do? They sold them. They invested them with me. They even did the research, said our rental properties are earning us about 5 to 6%. Even paid off free and clear. Like, you're paying 8 to 10. We're just going to invest with you. So fast forward today, they have close to $1.5 million on the streets right now, with another million coming in because one of their family members who's invested a little bit with me over the years is selling their company for 7 figures and already has a relationship with me because of them. So pretty soon their family collective is going to have about $2.5 million invested with me. So it grows, not always like that, but I'll tell you this. I've never had a lender that's invested with me only one time, except for one, and the dude was like a real turd, but not even like, he was just a jerk. But everyone else has invested multiple times, because when you perform and they trust you and you're putting them on good deals and you perform, their money comes back and their money grows, and they tell their friends, because people love telling their friends when their investments are doing well, right? So that's it. Like, boom. If I had a mic, I'd drop it and we'd end the thing right now, but we don't. So I hope y'all are getting a lot about this. Give me some feedback. Come on, give me some feedback. Let me know where you're at. All right. So how to find more money than you can ever invest. Like, this is basically like where the lender's at, right? So they're hiding in plain sight. Remember when I told you, like, you just start having a lot of conversations with people. So I want you to start there. Start with friends, family members, people you already know. Not necessarily that they're going to become a lender to your company, but this is your practice. This is your training ground. This is getting comfortable with your conversations, and people tell people, right? So this is your marketing for your business. You need to just let them know, right? Because they may know somebody, they may hear from somebody, whatever. Just, even if not, it's just practice. I'm not recommending that's where you go raise all your money from. I'm recommending that's just where you start, you market your business through conversations. So you're going to progress to networking events, to business associates. People who that that have money. Accredited investors is what we're looking for. Google accredited investors if you don't know what that's for, but just make a note. Don't do it right now. Stay with me. All right, and then eventually you want to focus. For me, about 60% of all of our lenders are self-directed IRA investors. Self-directed IRA investors. That's where a majority of our capital comes from, and then the other is just cash from experienced, predisposed lenders. I mentioned my lenders that I started with 10 years ago. One of them was in the real estate business. She was a realtor and she had worked in the title industry. So they were experienced with real estate. They own some rental properties. Like, they understood it. And it's really important that you work with lenders that understand. What I'm not recommending that you do is go out and try to, educate someone about, how incredible and awesome investing in real estate is if they have no knowledge about it, because there's a lot of fear associated with it, right? So, like, we don't really want to waste our time with those people. I'm a good old Texas boy. We like to say you go where the fish are biting, right? So the fish are biting if you're familiar with Quest IRA, the fish are biting. Self-directed IRA investors, they are a biting. So you want to go to them. You want to go with people in the industry. You may get references like from accountants or, insurance agents or mortgage brokers, people like that. And you want to find people that have money, right? Accredited investors, meaning they have a net worth of $1 million, maybe income $250,000 or more, whatever the current SEC guideline is for that. And that's where you want to focus on. Consider yourself like a salesperson, like not like some shady like car salesman or whatever, although most of that's going online these days, but like a salesman, like just being really smart with your time. Like, you're focusing like on who your top producers could be, and that's where you put your focus on. And there's tons of them out there. So as you begin to progress, right, as you begin to build your deal flow of private lenders, should you work with anyone? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I've already mentioned, like, you want to work only with lenders who are predisposed to real estate. Okay, I'll take a little caffeine shot. All right, people that are predisposed to real estate. Some of these lenders I'm going to tell you are going to want in and come in and take control, thinking that they're going to call some shots on your rehab or kind of boss you around or whatever it may be. And I love, appreciate, and just have a lot of gratitude from our lenders, but we're 100% in control. 100% in control. And so I have to have that conversation sometimes, not that often, with lenders, and like, hey, can I do this? Can I do this? I'm like, honestly, you can't. You can give us your advice. Like, we're always open to learn and improve, and we'll consider some of your feedback, but we're in control here, right? It's like Marcus Lemonis on The Profit, right? He's like, and I'm at 100% in control. If you watch that show, it's kind of like that. We're looking for lenders that are looking for low risk. I didn't say no risk, but once again, remember about what our business model is, and hopefully you have something similar, right? We're investing in workforce housing, right? Blue collar housing, middle income America housing, where we don't care what the market does. We want investors who like those types of investments. There's some investors that are more gamblers, if you will, or they may be needing to catch up and earn higher rates and returns. So they may be more willing to do higher risk deals. That's not what we do. That's not who we're looking for. We want investors and lenders, I should say, that set it and forget it. Really happy, earning 8% each and every month like clockwork. That's who we want. Reasonable returns. When it's low risk, they're looking for reasonable returns. If it's high risk, what are they looking for? High returns. Not what we do, not what we're looking for. Thank you very much. And only recyclable lenders, right? I won't talk to someone if I think I'm not going to establish a long-term relationship. And that's important. It may be a phone call. We require our lenders to fill out like an application to get some information from them before I'll get on and have a call with them. We have a call. Seems like a good fit. cool, we'll go to the next phase. But if not, like, we don't want to talk to them anymore because sometimes it's not a good fit. This is relationship-based lending, right? Like I like to call it relationship-based lending because it is built on a relationship, and we have really good relationships with our lenders, and we want to keep it that way. So we look for lenders that we can recycle their money, which is basically reinvesting it over and over and over again. So that's what we're looking for. I suggest that you do the same.